Hi. Today, I want to talk about the biggest mistake I ever made, ever, and something that I really want to pass on to you guys, and something I will never, ever do again as long as I live. Something that brought me to my knees and the worst place I've ever been to. And it was such an easy thing to avoid, and if I'd just done one thing differently, none of this situation that I'm in now would be like it is. I would still be with my family. I'd still be in my house. I'd still be with Laura. I just did one thing wrong, I realized. Yeah, it's crazy. Weird realization. If you like what I'm doing on my channel, please subscribe. I realize that a lot of you that are watching the videos aren't subscribed, and it's a massive help to me if you hit that subscribe button. Really huge for me, and it's free, and I'd really appreciate it if you would consider it. If you like the video, drop a like on the video, etc., etc. But subscribing is really important to me because it really helps. So that would mean the world to me. So yeah, it's the reason I wanted to talk about this today is it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I didn't realize, but Dr. Amen posted about it. And so then I had a little post on Instagram, and people really resonated with a lot of people, and tons of people shared the post, which was really nice to see that something I said was really resonating with people. My Instagram is Stephen_Hilton_, and I'm doing my whole journey with combating depression. All of my, I'm trying everyone's suggestion. So I'm documenting it on my stories as well. Like every day that I do one of your suggestions about depression, even the most wacky stuff I'm doing, and I'm storing it every single day. So it's a fun follow on there. There's some interesting stuff happening on my Instagram stories. I'll put my handle up there, and I'll link my Instagram down there. It's worth a follow, especially now with this depression stuff. So yeah, this post sort of blew up, and a lot of people resonated with it. I got shared from all over the world, different people and mental health professionals, and then just people that are or aren't struggling, and family members. So it was really humbling, and I was really pleased that it connected. And it also happens to be the one mistake that I made in my life, the thing that made all this happen, the thing that took my whole life away, my family away. And the one mistake I made that I implore you to not do this, and the one mistake I'll try and make never again in my life, is not talking to people. Not telling people what's going on. That one thing has been probably the biggest thing that has helped me recover also. Doing contrary action, doing the thing I don't want to do, meaning telling people when I'm struggling. It's hard, it's really hard. It's a £10,000 phone, this, meaning the weight of it. It's £10,000 to pick it up. And to tell someone I'm struggling, it's like climbing Mount Everest, especially when you're depressed, But like loads of things in life, it's the one thing I really need to do, and it's the one thing that I really don't want to do. It's so weird how that happens, how contrary action is so powerful. But if I told someone how I was feeling, I knew I was in trouble with my mental health, like months before I tried to unalive myself. I could see it coming, I knew it was coming. And I isolated, and I withdrew into myself, and I pushed people away. I pushed Laura away. I pushed the kids away. I went into isolation, and it was all preparing for, I now realize, for the end result, which was to finish it. If I'd have told anyone about what I was thinking, it wouldn't have happened. And people are so willing to help if you're struggling. That's the other thing. You don't need to be embarrassed. You don't need to feel humiliated. And I feel like And look, at the end, I did tell Laura, and that's the reason I didn't do it. That's the basic fact, is the reason I'm still here is that I did tell someone at the end. Right at the end, the same day that I was planning it. It should have happened a long time before. But it does feel weird in this day and age to say, address something to men, because there's so many rules now about, what you can and can't say, and, genders and stuff like that. But, men struggle talking to other men especially, but it's Men's Mental Health Month, Awareness Month. So I feel like I can, talk directly to men out there and say, if you're struggling, if you don't talk to someone, it's going to end badly. It can only get worse the longer you don't tell someone. And there's help available. And people want to help. I'm in a men's group. Every 2 hours a week, I go and sit with a group of guys. I never trusted men, and I never had men as friends, ever. So for me to open up to guys is so unusual, but oh my God, it's been so powerful. The advice I've had from men around depression and around my family, and I can't believe I didn't take advantage of this for 47 years. There's a special bond between men, and, it's not talked about. It's not talked about. And if you're struggling, it's important to have guy friends to talk to, mentors. Like, I've got a couple of amazing mentors now, and I never took that seriously, and I never did that stuff. And I just want to pass that on to you. If you're struggling, anyone, but particularly men, because I know, first of all, we kill ourselves more than any other demographic, massively more. Young men kill themselves in an epidemic proportions with either drug overdose, intentional or not, or actual intentional suicide. It's an epidemic for young men. So I need to address you guys, and I need to tell you, please talk to someone. And take advantage of this incredible support that's out there that I didn't realize was there. It's a beautiful thing to be vulnerable and ask for help. I asked you guys for help, literally you guys. And like I always say, I think you're a big part of the reason that I'm still here. Those videos that I made early on that I can't watch now, they were they were really from the edge. Starting from that video, I'm struggling. God, that was the day that I tried to kill myself. So that video is about as raw as you can get. But the support that I got from people from that video, and I still continue to this day, it's been a huge life changer. And so that's the biggest mistake I ever made, was not telling anyone and not talking about how I was feeling. So I want that message to go out today to you guys. There's love and support out there if you need it. And I'll also put the suicide prevention hotline number down there if you're struggling. That's another resource you can reach out to. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.